Good morning, church. Well, it's nearly Christmas. If you're watching this morning on the day of release, then it's Friday, the 23rd of December, and I hope you are as excited as the Lees household are. Well, at least my children are. We've been travelling, haven't we, through this whole year, through Simon Gelbau's 365 Choose Life, and we've been reading it every day as a church. Maybe a few of us have caught up 2 or 3 days, and each week we've done this reflection, and here we are in week 51, and I'm going to do today's reflection. I'm actually going to take it from tomorrow, Christmas Eve. That's the 24th of December. Yes, it is, Ben. And Simon asks us, are we going to recognise or are we going to miss? And he uses the scripture from Isaiah 53 verse 2. He had no beauty or majesty that would attract us to him. Nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. Simon tells the story of a cobbler who has this vivid dream that Jesus is going to visit him the following morning, Christmas Eve. So he gets up in excited anticipation. First customer comes through is a man, and they're chatting, and the cobbler realises the man's got holes in his shoes, so offers him a new pair of shoes. Bit later on, no sign of Jesus yet, but a lady comes in around lunchtime, and in the conversation he realises that she's not eaten for a number of days, so he gives her something to eat. The afternoon goes on, he's looking up and down the street out the shop window, no sign of Jesus, and really just before closing he hears the sound of a boy desperately calling for his mum. So he puts his coat on and realises the boy is lost, so helps him find his way home. On his way back to the shop, he's just praying, realising that the day has gone, and said, Jesus, I was so sure you'd come and visit me. What happened? And in a blink of an eye, Jesus responds this way. O shoe cobbler, lift up your heart. I kept my word. 3 times I knocked at your friendly door. 3 times you welcomed me beautifully. I was the man with the bruised feet. I was the woman you gave something to eat. I was the lost boy out on the street. And without knowing, as this cobbler had just shown love and care, Christian charity to people, he'd actually met with Jesus. For those of us who know the Bible, we know that story is lifted from Matthew 25 when Jesus is speaking to people and commending them that they visited him when he was alone, that they clothed him when he was naked, that they came to visit him in prison when he was alone. And when did we do this? And Jesus says, when you did it to the least of these people, you did it unto me. And that's a challenge for us at Christmas. It feels like there are more needs this year in 2022 than there have ever been. We came out of COVID, cost of living crisis, the war in Ukraine, everything is more expensive, people having to think about putting heating on. The needs are there. And actually that thought that when we reach out to people and meet needs, we're actually interacting with Jesus is incredible. I guess I think of that moment that I might have missed it. I'm sure if I was the cobbler, I'd be wiping my brow, so grateful that I responded in the ways that I did to those 3 people, knowing that it could have been so easy, I could have responded a different way. It reminded me some years back, Claire and I both had Fridays off, and so I would plan our Fridays together. We would go shopping, we would do a bit of housework, we'd go out for a drink, and I'd plan our day together. Didn't want to waste the time. Our time together was precious. And one day Claire said to me, Ben, can we just be spontaneous? Can we just, not plan this Friday? I said, spontaneous, of course I can do spontaneity. It would just help me though if we agreed when in the day we were going to be spontaneous. A wry smile came over her face as I realised what I'd said. It was easy to be the way I was supposed to be when I knew that that was what was required. How many times have I turned an eye when I've seen a need? Or even when I've seen somebody I know in the shopping mall gone down the opposite way, so not to say hello to them. It's easy to be Christian, and it's easy to respond rightly when I know that's what I'm supposed to do. And so he really challenges us today, Simon. Are we going to recognise or miss? That scripture, Jesus just looked like an average Joe. Yeah, look at the Isaiah scripture again. He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him. Ah, that's Jesus, I know how to respond. Nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. And again, I think about, well, what about boundaries? What about the ability to say no? What if just in that moment I just don't get the strength? And I know God responds with grace in those moments. And boundaries, yes. The ability to say no, yes. What does that look like every day? What does that look like for you? I don't know. What I do know from Scripture is when we reach out to those in need, we do the same to Jesus himself. It's nearly Christmas. It's nearly Christmas. We've got Chance Church today, Friday the 23rd, Saturday the 24th, even Christmas Day, to really interact and meet Jesus as we meet the needs of those around us. Church, let's rise to the challenge and do that this Christmas. Have a great day.